happen is like a parent that suddenly takes away a toy that you were never even touching. Like it was like G.I. Joe in the corner that was underneath like a toy box somewhere that you never even touched. And the parent was like, well, I'm throwing this crap out. You don't even use it. It's taking up space. All of a sudden, I was playing with that G.I. Joe. Come on, Joe. Let's do some backflips. Your ass wasn't playing with the G.I. Joe. What's up, my legends? It's me, Scion. We're back. And it's been a while since I've actually done Storm Files. And we're basically going to talk about the Eidolons and going through fights. Now, I've been watching for a little while now with the Warframe community. And I've been here since 2012 with Warframe. It's been a very, very long time. And I've watched it from being this corridor shooter go all the way to this open world boss fight type of game. And to be honest with you, this is one of the things that I like the most about the game, but it's one of the things that got the most heat. And I'm a little bit confused by that. It seems like people seem to not like when a game progresses and a game gets to a point where you can do multiple things in it. There's no such thing as a game being just one thing and then you like that one thing and then you can't have something else. And I think that's a problem in gaming, not necessarily a Warframe problem. It's just a problem where people get stuck in one part of a game and don't want the game to branch out and be something else. And I'm a little bit confused by that because majority of the time when you check out forums, Reddit, Facebook, and all these different types of social media, Twitter, where, you know, people come together and share their views, one of the major things that people complain about is boredom. Like, I'm bored doing this. Like, if they were stuck in Hydron, grinding all the time, I'm tired of Hydron. If they were stuck in the Void, I'm tired of voiding stuff. I'm tired of grinding for Void Traces. I'm tired of getting Kuva. I'm tired of getting Warframes. The next Warframe come out, then I'm just getting the same Warframe over again. And people complain about various things in this game, and then on top of that, they turn around and complain about getting new things. So as a company, as you, like, what do you do at that point if you're a company? Like, you know, what do you listen to? Now, I want everybody to kind of like pay attention to that, because what you get a lot of is you get trolling, and part of the thing that I constantly point out to people is that sometimes trolling turns into an actual topic. That's like Universal Vacuum was that. If you guys remember, way back when Universal Vacuum first was even mentioned, it was a troll topic. It wasn't even a real thing. It was people trolling on Reddit saying, well, why don't you just fix that since you're fixing all of this? And then it just turned into this other thing. And I'm like, how the hell is this even a goddamn topic when it was a troll topic to begin with? Now it's a real thing and they need to spend like minutes talking about that on the live stream. And I'm like, oh my God, like, how does this even happen? Like, I could never be in charge of a game because I would tell half the damn like population get the hell out. Like, at this point, I'm just being honest. Like, I'll be totally honest, because like, I guess as a company you have to be nicer than that. But if it was me, I would be like, no, people are being morons. So let's just not even pay attention to that right now. And you know, it just happens. But then when you do stuff like that, there's companies that actually do stuff like that, then people get mad, oh, they're holding us down, it's the man, and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, like, when does stuff not be, like, when do things be moron proof at a point? Like, when can we get to progressively better gaming? So back to actually this topic now, what that I'm actually talking about, this Eidolon fight and fighting, you know, different things in the game. Me personally, what I always wanted in Warframe is a place to show my power. And even now with doing this, what I do right now in this game is at the night cycle, I literally have it on my desktop that I watch the night cycle, and as soon as the night cycle comes in, I log in, I do the Eidolon fights, you know, maybe play with random people. I love playing with random people, and then some people recognize me and say, hey, Scion, and everything else, like, you know, we're talking and stuff like that. And, you know, you meet some new friends. I have no problem meeting new people on the internet. I want to meet new people on the internet because I like to meet people from all over the world. So this is up my alley for me, just coming in and playing with random people than always to set people all the time. You guys see me, I play a lot with Magamu and Fig. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Fig's name because Fig is just a troll with that name to begin with. But I like, it's cool to play with your boys, but at the same time, it's cool to play with the public as well. And that's one of the things I like about this, because I can come in, I play with the public, get stuff done, and yeah. Now, part of the problem that people didn't like that Arcane's being put into this fight is because, let's be honest, you guys who was doing the raiding, you had the monopoly on it. The monopoly got crushed, and I know you probably got a little butthurt about that because now you got to go spend other time doing something else rather than just that monopoly. Let's be honest. Be honest, guys. How many times have you seen raiding being covered on Twitch? How much do you see people talking about it in Warframe? Anywhere. Anywhere. My triggering when it came to this topic is that how all the goddamn sudden half the Warframe community became raiders the minute DE said, okay, we're taking it out. What the holy hell? You weren't all raiders. You did not do it. Stop sitting up there on forums and Reddit and everything else lying like your ass was in raiding somewhere, because if that was the case, more people would have been streaming it. There would have been forum posts. There would have been YouTube videos. Not a goddamn content creator was doing anything about raiding. Let's be honest right now and be serious. There were so many people talking so much crap to Mandy said that. You know what happened? It's like a parent that suddenly takes away a toy that you were never even touching. Like it was like G.I. Joe in the corner that was underneath like a toy box somewhere that you never even touched. And the parent was like, well, I'm throwing this crap out. You don't even use it. It's taking up space. All of a sudden, I was playing with that G.I. Joe. Come on, Joe. Let's do some backflips. Your ass wasn't playing with the G.I. Joe. So how the hell you going to be playing? Like, you wasn't raiding. So how you a raider now? That's what happened when it came to this particular topic, because DE actually said, hey, you know, we're taking this out. Like, why are we even covering it? I wouldn't waste resources on something that 5% of the gaming public actually does. Like, no, get this out of here. Delete, nobody's doing it. There is vastly, literally like 100 times more people doing the Eidolon fights. And the Eidolon fights aren't even necessarily that easy. They're like, you know, they're not like, oh my god, raid level super hardness. And even then, a lot of the Warframe streamers, like you saw Gay Guy Plays, you saw Magamu, you saw Brozime, you saw I'm sorry, damn, I'm forgetting your name and I apologize. Stolen, I'm sorry. Stolen and Frozen Balls. Like both of them, like they were doing it too. So like you get people like that, and what that does is that streamlines it. So even if it was hard content, this actually isn't that easy. You see people, YouTubers doing it all the time, so you start to emulate it. You get the strats. You learn, I need Oberon, I need Trinity, I need Mia Chroma out there. Let's get some Sanity. Let's get Volt Prime out there. Let's get any Warframe that's actually useful besides Nezha, and some like go out there and do something positive, and yeah, you're good to go. At that point, you learn stuff like that. So what that did is that streamlined the fight, and that got the public to the point that now you can go in. I can go in randomly, and it could be too bad, completely can't play this game, can't jump, can't bullet jump, don't even know what the hell Arcwing is, and you still can carry them through the fight because they have a general knowledge, or you just have two people who have general knowledge and can just carry people. And that makes fun gameplay, guys. I know people will get on their little high horse and start getting elitist to say, oh my god, this is just not real content and stuff like that. But you want initially the public as a whole to play your game. If you're a game company, you want them to come in there and enjoy it, and just people to play the content. Because why do you have the content there if only 5% of the people play the content? So in hindsight, when it comes to this, when it comes to a decision like that, I'm clapping because it's ballsy, for one, because you already know that people are going to bitch and all of a sudden become magic raiders and closet raiders out of nowhere because you suddenly said that you're taking something away. So this is ballsy. You know it's going to happen. A game company knows it's going to happen, and then it's just for the good. It's for the good of everybody. Like you had arcanes that people never even saw before, never even heard of. People was like, well, what's this arcane? I've never seen this before. Like I never even had it. Now they suddenly have access to stuff. Now they suddenly are taking on harder fights. You suddenly need better weapons. You suddenly need to learn how to shoot with a damn sniper. If you got a beam weapon that has an extremely good riven, now you all of a sudden you're learning about rivets. You're learning about Warframe composition. You learn how to come into a team and actually talk in a team and do a little bit, even though you don't really have to now. But you do need to say a little bit of something like, hey, you know, like, look, I'm throwing around this Oberon carpet. Everybody come over here. But I don't have to do that because I didn't even have to do that for these guys because they knew automatically when I threw down this Oberon carpet. Everybody ran over there like, home free. Like, everybody knew to come over there at that point. See, this is from people seeing content. This is from Twitch. This is from YouTube creators and stuff like it all comes together. And people like you give Twitch and YouTube creators a lot of hardship and bash on them, but that's what causes stuff like this. It's a synergy all the way around. Everybody needs each other. Everybody should be working together and should be happy playing games like this and working as a common community and not being so toxic, not complaining about little small stuff. Like, you know, oh, okay, they're taking this out, but they're putting it over here. You act like you really, like nothing really got negated from this game. Like the rating just was a buggy mess. It just was. It just was. People liked it, and it's unfortunate that people, you know, liked it and lost it. But, you know, you got to adjust. You adjust with the game. You don't try to make the game be what you want it to be. You be what you can be within the game. That sounds like a G.I. Joe saying, but you guys get what I'm saying at this point. Now, me in general, I have a lot of fun with this, and I want more things like this. I want more ways to show my power because I have this massively strong Warframe that I've been building over 5 years that doesn't get challenged. I get content, I get something with a little bit of fun in it and a little bit of little cheese, maybe knock me down a few times, some stupid ass crewman shooting a cheap ass gun at level 150 that one shot you for no goddamn reason. Like, that's not displaying hard like difficulty at all. That's just a disrespect to the Warframe at that point and just cheesing. That doesn't display anything. I want something like this where I can show my power, I can show my skill, I can carry 3 people if I need to carry 3 people. I could, if I need to be carried in some type of way, like hell, like, you know, nobody is above anything. Nobody is too great. Nobody is the best YouTuber of all time. Nobody is the best Warframe player of all time. Nobody is a main, because we all say that we troll, but nobody is really a main. Nobody is the best at anything, because every time you say you're the best, somebody is always better than you. So nobody's better than anything. Like, you know, just come out there, play the game, stop worrying about meta, stop worrying about putting people down over meta. Stop worrying about what the company is actually doing to actually make the game better, unless they're being detrimental. This was not something detrimental. This was something actually that made more and more people play together and come together in a common bond. And there's never anything wrong with something like that. And it really bothers me when there's a lot of people coming together to say that there's something wrong with that. It's like at that point, like I told you earlier in the video, when it gets like that, I'm like, you know what? If I was a company, I would be like, you know what, these guys over here are morons, and I'm not paying attention to them anymore because they don't want to have fun. They don't want anybody else to have fun, and they just want to have fun their way. They don't care about the rest of the community. And that exists in communities, and companies never want to say it, but it exists in communities. People are selfish, and they only worry about what they want to worry about within their little pocket, and they don't care about the common good. Like, if somebody tells me this is going to work for a vast majority of the game, I can log into a raid level content type of thing and beat content with people no matter what time of day in this format, I'm going to be like, thank you, D. Anyway, you guys be legendary. I'll catch you next video. Like and subscribe. As always, hit that notification bell and have fun. Stop being so toxic. Like, just have fun with this stuff. This stuff is fun. That's the whole point, that we're all here and you guys are looking at videos like this. Peace.